Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I just wanted to take a few moments before we start this hilarious episode with Bahiyyih Mud and Lilly Honsinger, just to say that we are going to dedicate this episode of the podcast that no one listens uh, to the memory of Trevor Moore. He was the co-founder of the Whitest Kids You Know. He tragically passed away this past weekend due to an accident, and details haven't necessarily been released. But it's a big blow, like to me, because I always held Trevor Moore at a very high standard in terms of comedy. I thought, just for things that I was always into, the Whitest Kids You Know. Obviously myself doing a sketch comedy show, I always use them as like an inspiration, for anything that I was doing. I always looked at Trevor Moore as like, as a, just somebody to aspire to in a sense, just like this guy is doing the same type of stuff that I want to be doing. This is what I want to do with my life and career within the comedy world and whatnot. So it's like, I've never really been good at comedy songs, man, but like the 3 albums that he dropped over the years, Drunk Text, To Myself, I'm High in Church. Those albums, man, I laugh to this day, dude. Every couple months, man, I'll put those albums on and I'll go through and listen to them, dude, just because I always found Trevor just to be such a funny dude. The film that they did, Miss March, I bought that, dude, at full price off iTunes, dude, just because I wanted to have a copy of that. And again, just because, for my fandom of the Whitest Kids You Know and Trevor himself, it's just like, I want this. So I got it, dude. And, I tried building up my own collection of the Whitest Kids You Know just to get them all on DVD and stuff. And it just shows, the dedication that I had as a fan to both Trevor and, the Whitest Kids You Know. And, him passing away this past weekend is a fucking travesty, man. So want to dedicate, again, this episode in the memory of Trevor Moore. Our condolences go out to both his wife and son, along also with the cast and crew, or the cast from Whitest Kids You Know, man. Those guys, losing a brother, man, I can only imagine, losing one of my friends that I do, projects with. It's not a fun thing, man. But so the next few moments, man, we're gonna play probably my favorite sketch from the Whitest Kids You Know. It was a musical sketch, obviously, because I love musical comedy, man. That was the one thing I loved about Trevor, was just his songs were always funny. It didn't matter. It was like every song on every album was a fucking greatest hits, man. And so with that being said, we spark up a fatty here for you, Trevor Moore. Rest in peace.
Okay, it's Guinness World Book of Records time. This is the first rap song about getting high with dinosaurs. I smoke a joint tonight. I smoke a joint tonight. Me and all these dinosaurs are blazing blunts tonight. We blazing blunts tonight. We blazing blunts tonight. Me and all these dinosaurs is on the hunt tonight. I'll only spit this one time, so let me take it slow. I started to get high about an hour ago, but then the buzzer rang and I looked out the peephole. It was a whole bunch of raptors and they just won't go. I stepped back and the knocks I just tried to ignore. Thought I was safe, but they knew how to open doors, and without even asking, they just came on in. They started smoking my weed and then they called their friends. I'll smoke a joint tonight. I'll smoke a joint tonight. Me and all these dinosaurs are rolling bones tonight. We rolling bones tonight. We rolling bones tonight. Me and all these dinosaurs is getting stoned tonight. I'll smoke a spliff tonight. I'll smoke a spliff tonight. Me and these dinosaurs is getting friggin' ripped tonight. We getting faced tonight. We getting faced tonight. And all these dinosaurs is crashing at my place tonight. And Allosaurus in the corner trying to pack the bomb. Hot boxing in the John with a pterodon. And now a compy and a stego starting to get it on. But I can barely move because this weed's the bomb. Ankylosaurus making s'mores and eating Lucky Charms. Pterodactyl took my whole bag of pepperish bombs. T-Rex just went and set off the fire alarm. And now we can't get it out because he's got little arms. I'll smoke a joint tonight. I'll smoke a joint tonight. Me and all these dinosaurs are rolling bones tonight. We rolling bones tonight. We rolling bones tonight. Me and all these dinosaurs is getting getting stoned tonight. Now my neighbor's on the phone, says she called the cops, and this really freaked out the Triceratops. He's trying to climb out the window and we're yelling stop, cause I'm on the 5th floor and it's a heck of a drop. We heard a knock and then the cops said they wanted in. Then the Saurolophus tried to go and talk to them, but he made things worse cause he reeked of weed and gin. But luckily the Dilophosaurus quickly jumped on in. They said we were too loud and that folks were in bed. The life told the cops that we would be quiet instead. Then they shined a light and asked why his eyes were red. We were busted, so that's when he bit off their heads. I'll smoke a joint tonight, I'll smoke a joint tonight. Me and all these dinosaurs are rolling bones tonight. We rolling bones tonight, we rolling bones tonight. Me and all these dinosaurs is getting stoned tonight. I'll smoke a spliff tonight, I'll smoke a spliff tonight. Me and these dinosaurs are getting friggin' ripped tonight. We getting faced tonight, we getting faced tonight. And all these dinosaurs is crashing at my place tonight. Yeah! First rap song about getting high with dinosaurs. You're welcome, internet.
Podcast that no one listens to with your host, Kevin Porter.
My office, Lily, I'd welcome it. Like,
Really
as long as you clean it
spice.
up, we're good.
Well, let's get a picture first, then clean it up.
Right.
Everything for the pictures, man.
Gonna have to send the bill calling the cleaning company. do people still do that? Is there still like door-to-door men that go and like sell like rug cleaners
Like
and shit?
Yes.
Yeah, Kirby's.
Yeah, because I always see them still hiring salespeople.
Kirby's always like, they fucking fuck you over. They always have some deceptive ad on like Craigslist or in the paper, like, hey, fun starting job, competitive wage, blah 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 blah. And then you show up and it's like, they got me again.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you're
My
like,
son Joey, it happened to
yeah.
him.
I go a couple different times to that place down on it's South First Street, but there's a building over there that they like were headquarters out of, and it's like, yeah, the second time I just rolled up, I was like, no. Like,
Never mind.
we're done, son. So
down in Southern California, I could not get a job to save my life. This was like 2006 or some shit, and I showed up to this shady ad, and they were trying to get me to sell perfume, like at dance clubs and shit.
sell perfume?
Yeah.
What?
Like, go to dance clubs with a backpack full of perfume and try to sell it.
A bunch of drunk fucking bitches, like, fucking try to haggle you down. Oh, no, it smells like it's worth $15 to me.
Right?
Right?
You only approach the men.
Ah.
That's how you sell
that's
perfume
smart.
at a club. You only go to the men, and you let them know, like, you looking to get laid? Every girl loves this. Every girl loves it. Talk about panty dropper. Oh, as soon as she sees that,
Yeah.
You know that she's classy. She's fancy.
She probably doesn't have any diseases.
She's got a good credit score rating. Fucking jeez, man. I'm not a good salesperson, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, as soon as like I go into a sales position, I'm like, I can't look him in the eye. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'll give you. I don't know. I just can't negotiate, dude.
No, me neither. I'm not
Suck
good at
at
it. I feel like I'm scamming someone, even if it is a fair price. For some reason, I just can't do it. Even at yard sales, people will be like, "How much is this?" No, it's like $10, and it says $10, but my mind says, "Oh, $8," or whatever. What do you want it? You need this, Voss. You need it.
You start feeling bad for them. You start thinking about their backstory. It's like, man, I bet their dog got sick last week. You're like, man, this person needs to pick me up, dude.
They need this.
$5. You're like, what? Your dog. I'm sorry about your dog. They're like, I don't have a dog.
Not anymore. I know you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Put your hand on their shoulder. It's okay.
Do you want a hug?
Can I invite you in for some tea and crumpets? What?
One time I accidentally sold our couch.
How the fuck do you sell your couch?
Accidentally.
We were having a yard sale, and we lived over on 15th Avenue in this little tiny shack house. and we were having this yard sale. And I don't know, this lady, we were just talking. Oh, I was selling some witchcraft book, something about witchcraft.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh. And then she looked at me and she's like, oh, this is your book? And I said, yeah. And she's like, oh, so this is your, yeah, it's my book. And she was like, oh, do you read cards? I'm like, I do read cards. And she's like, oh, I read cards too. What do your cards look like? Let's look at your cards. Pretty soon we're in my fucking house.
Oh, no.
I read her fucking tarot cards. And then I
bad
felt like
juju
this.
or something,
No,
or
I
like...
just felt this very deep connection with this strange woman with broken English. That she said that she liked my couch, you know, and that, you know, with my big family, I should probably have a bigger one. I'm like, I do need a bigger couch, and she was like, I'll give you $50 for that couch. I was like, okay. And so I let her take the fucking. I let her take the fucking couch, and Noe came home.
She like fucking like. Enchanted you like with a spell, man. It's like,
right?
I need that fucking couch.
We moved our garage couch into our living room.
That's like that old lady voodoo.
It's like the one that smells like cigarettes, you know?
Yeah. I don't know why I did it. It's stupid.
How much did you pay originally for the couch?
I think my mom gave it to me.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's why I didn't
Oh, well, then
have...
you made a profit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
you made a
have
profit.
any
That was a healthy deal.
attachment to the couch.
Right.
You know, I didn't care about that fucking couch. But my daughter also sold a fucking box of Noe's comics he'd been collecting since he was a child.
Oh, no.
For $10. And she was so proud of herself. Lizzie, she was 12 at the time, sold it to some guy for $12. And so Noe comes back. The couch is gone. And all of his comics are gone. And Lizzie runs up to him. She's got this $10 bill. She's like, oh, Noe, I sold all the comics. I got $10. And he was like, ah.
Oh, no.
Anyways.
Yeah, I wouldn't even care about the couch at that point. I mean, we're on a bigger... things that are fucking like,
yeah, that hurt him.
Did he have was there anything that was like pretty valuable within his collection, or?
I think so. I think that's why the $10, because they all were for sale.
Okay.
But he should have separated. But he should have separated them.
You're selling for like what, $1 a piece?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the price was, but it was a big box.
Shit.
And so $10 was ridiculous.
It's like I was gauging $150 off this box.
Yeah, like he was serious about his comics.
Yeah, dude. Does he still collect comics, or?
Yeah.
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 Why get rid of them then? Like, why would you sell them? Just need the money?
I don't know. Yeah, we needed... Oh, man, we were
you.
so poor. We were so poor. We got so poor that Noe, who comes from this family that, you know, they all hardworking and all this stuff, and he doesn't have a job, and I don't have any money, and our electric bill's due, and so he went and sold his fucking plasma. Do you remember that place?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I remember a lot of people going down and selling plasma.
Yeah.
I was never able to do it because you had to have at least 1 year since you've had a piercing or a tattoo. And for most of my early adulthood, I never went more than a year. And so I was never able to do that.
Well, Noe had never...
They're just waiting the signs. They're like, you just got to make sure nothing's wrong. Okay.
Noe had never contemplated selling plasma until that point because we really needed the money because the electricity was going to get turned off. So he went down... And he was so embarrassed because the girl that was one of the phlebotomists he'd went to high school with.
Oh, wow.
And he was still really young. He was, I think, probably at that time, 23 or something. Really young. And he was so embarrassed. And then they kept missing the vein. So then, to this day, he has like a scar from that one fucking time. He never went back the second time. He was so traumatized that he was employed fucking immediately. Like, that guy got a job so fast.
If you want a job, dude, you can get a fucking job out there, dude. Yeah. No, dude. That's, I mean, it's dedicated. I'm very thankful that I never had to go down there and sell plasma, dude. Like, I was always very thankful for that. I always had a job, so.
Oh, I always wanted to. I mean, at some point, I was so broke I considered prostitution.
My sister would do it, and she had a job, and she'd still be down there selling her plasma. Mo was nuts.
I'm not like fond of needles or anything, so like the idea of doing that, it's just like you know, that's
right. Like,
you know,
is it worth $50 to have a needle plunged into your arm?
If you don't have anybody.
My brother-in-law used to go do that. My brother-in-law was like really like he would always go down there and fucking sell that shit. Yeah.
I did it, but I always felt really fancy in there. I just felt like, you know, queen of the plasma place. I don't fucking know. I used to feel the same way down at the welfare office. Because, you know, when in my 20s, I was a single mom, and so of course you get food stamps and all the things. So you always have to have these appointments down at the welfare office, and I would go down there, and I felt like the fanciest bitch in the place. You know, like I'm just killing it down here at the fucking welfare office.
Fanciest lady in Buena.
How embarrassing.
You know all the secretaries' names and whatnot. You're just like walking down the line. Hey Victoria. Hey Val. How you doing? You know, hey man, you got my food stamps today? Like, because that was back in the day, like when you had to like physically get the food stamps, right?
Yeah, you get the books.
I remember going with my mom down there to get food stamps and like having to sit there in the freaking DSHS and whatnot. So
yeah.
And be like, oh God, I hope we don't get Carol.
Some of those people, well, some people are just mean. Some of those caseworkers, and of course they get jaded because if you look at the number of people they see and the stories that they hear, it makes them have like almost like a sick sense of humor. I think social workers are some of the darkest people I've ever met in my life.
Oh,
think
well,
so?
They see all
They see all this stuff.
Yeah, of course.
You know, especially like anybody working with like in the children's division or anything, that's got to be extremely difficult, and it makes them a little bit warped.
Well, my experience with like state workers when it comes to childcare, it was never a positive thing. I'm gonna put it this way: like my wife had to deal with it probably for like, I don't know, she was dealing with it probably for at least like the first like 3-4 months, and then the last couple months, like she's just like, I can't deal with this guy anymore. Yeah. I'm like, how fucking hard is it, dude? How hard is this, right? So you're like text the guy, like, or they text you, they're like, hey, we need to do this, you know, next Thursday, and like. You know, or like you need to do this, and like, you know, so you do it, and then you find out like they cancel whatever you did, and then you're like, why did you do that? That they don't like answer your messages or anything, and like turns out this guy was on the outs within the department, so like, but he was ghosting us and like not answering questions or getting clarification on anything, dude. And you're like, you know, I have another human being in my fucking home, you motherfucker. Like, I need some information, you know. Yeah. So it's like I completely understand where my wife is coming from, and like, yeah, dude. So. When you say they're some of the darkest people that you know on this planet, you know, I guess I can believe that. I can believe that.
Yeah, man.
It's not a job for everybody.
I had a buddy that was on this podcast. He like became a finalist for a job within the, you know, welfare. I don't know exactly where in DSHS, but like he was like he made it all the way there, but he ended up like going to work where I work now. And like I don't know, he chose private sector over working for the state, which some days, you know, he questions, you know, Should I taken that state job?
Should have took that fucking state job, man.
I don't know. He's making good money, like where we're at now, but like he's
but they can never fire you. Yeah, they can never fire you.
Where we work now, dude, it literally takes a lot of fucking effort to like get kicked out of there, dude. Like you could fuck up a lot, and they still fucking like, oh well, you know, live to learn another day. Like,
I don't know. I felt like I got written up a lot for stuff that didn't really make any sense.
Think so? Yeah.
I think that my supervisor didn't like me, which I think how I'm delightful. It's
a lot of politics.
Yeah, it's probably that.
Seriously. I mean, like I can't go too depth on this shit because I don't normally spill the beans on the fucking show, you know. Yeah. Don't show how the bread's made. Right? I just like, but. Yeah, I mean,
I love politics.
Yeah. I fucking hate politics, dude. I hate it.
No, I don't mean like real politics.
No, I know what you mean. Like inner office. I don't like that.
Oh, I can play that game all day long, and I enjoy it so much. It's fun. It's a sport.
Oh, B is a master.
Have you ever read the 48 Laws of Power? I recommend that you do.
I don't think so. I haven't.
Well, you better fucking read it.
I need to get my shit together, but yeah.
Pull it together, Kevin. You can run that bitch.
Okay.
It can be yours.
I need to. But that means I gotta like step up and be like,
no, you don't gotta step up. No.
Dude, I'm like in a nice, comfortable pocket right now. I'm like, you know, people see me, but like they don't see me. You know, I'm just gonna sit there and do my shit. So I don't know.
Yeah, B made me read the 48 Laws of Power, and it made me sick to my stomach. I can't. The resting puppy face is not a lie. Like. I can't do all the things and be like, I'm gonna tell.
That's like it feels like that's just like making somebody uncomfortable. Like when you do that, you know, because you look somebody in the eye, like, you know, it's like to understand like eye contact would probably be like really major in a situation like that. You gotta be making eye contact.
Yeah, you have to.
Everybody, you gotta like impose your will kind of.
No, what you need to do. Okay, I have a secret. I'm gonna teach you guys about how to take shit over. But not take it over in the way of having to be responsible for anything. I'm just talking about having anything you want your way.
Okay.
So the number one thing is people like to hear their name.
Oh, okay.
People love to hear their name.
That's right,
They
Kevin.
love it.
Hey, Lily. Thanks for coming to my office.
Yeah.
Hanging out, doing the podcast.
And then you must mirror someone. You just take on their, however they're sitting. You just sit like them and you just, you talk to them like how they're talking to you. And they just love it.
They just like,
they love it.
Like, oh, I wish somebody at my house painted it as much as
And another thing is,
I love Sarah. She's the best at the job, man.
People like to talk about themselves. So I always ask 5 million questions. Like, where'd you grow up? Are your parents still together? Do you have any siblings? Did you ever think about getting married? Oh, you're divorced. Well, tell me about that.
They're just like, you're just mining all this information.
Yeah. Do you got a dog? What's your dog's name? Do you like your mother-in-law? Like, I just find out everything about them immediately, and they love it because people like to talk about themselves. They like to tell their own story.
Yeah.
And then she hacks into their bank account because she has all the information.
No, I don't do that.
It's a solid plan. It's a solid plan.
No, I just become friendly with them.
It's friendly with them.
And I can get along with people that people might not be able to get along with.
And then when that position comes up, you're like, yeah,
Or I just get whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like I'm usually not looking to move up. I just don't want to be fucking disturbed.
I see. I just
don't want to be disturbed.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. And God, I would take off so many days and just suddenly, like, I'd get a gig and I'd be like, hey, Billy, I'm sorry, but next month I'm going to be gone the week of. And I would tell her exactly what she goes, well, you're going to have to find coverage. And I'd be like, or I'll just quit my job. And then I would just keep typing. And then pretty soon she's on the phone. Then she's like, okay, Jeanette's going to work for you. So you can go. See? No effort.
Thanks, Jeanette.
Yeah, no effort. And Jeanette loves me because I know all about her fucking dog.
So she'll do it for you.
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember back in the day when I used to deliver pizza, they'd try to call you in. Like, people try to, like, get you to cover shifts. You're like, you just don't even answer the call. Like, you just like, no, Josh, no. I'm not going to answer his call.
Yep.
Never.
I remember because I lived in Tampico at the time, and, like, so, like, I'd had no cell service out there. So I'd be coming in, like, on a 45-minute drive, and all of a sudden I'd get a voicemail, hey, can you cover my shift? It was, like, 2 days before. I was like, nope. Sorry, man. I just don't answer my phone, dude. Left it outside in the back seat.
In the rain.
In the rain, dude. I don't know. No, it's funny shit, man. I don't know. That's all I like to do is, like, just do my job, shut the fuck up, and just not be disturbed. I mean, that's my ultimate goal when it comes to whatever job that I'm working for the most part.
I don't know. I like just to have everything that I want. Like, everything that I want in my own mind, I just try to make it, like, go. Like, birthday. Like, my birthday's a big fucking deal.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it. So
see, I try to make my birthday like nothing. Like I'm like, no one messaged me happy. All right, we're good. Like, I just don't like it. I don't like that attention.
It's the best day ever. I was fucking born. Goddamn, fucking sun is my ruling planet. I'm like, yeah, birthday. But I never used to be that way until I started watching people have birthdays at work, and then I'm like, wait a minute. Like, they get all this stuff for their birthday, and only some people get it. You know who gets it? The people that make it a big deal. I start telling people the week
of. Just gotta do it on your own, right? Just take control of that. Like,
yeah, I just tell certain people that tell everybody everything. Oh, Christina, oh my God, it's gonna be my birthday on Thursday. Fuck, 45,
we should do a potluck.
Man. 45. No, I'll just say how old I am, and I'll repeat that it's my birthday, and I'll tell them, oh, you know what? Next Thursday, it's my birthday. And they're like, oh, yeah, what are you going to do? Well, I have to work, but maybe it'll be fun. Chat with everybody. And then I ended up with all these flowers. I got all these flowers and gift cards and a smoothie.
Yeah. What kind of smoothie?
It was a strawberry keto smoothie from the Tom Tom. I guess it's not the Tom Tom anymore.
That's a sad day that it's not Tom Tom, dude. I remember that was like Tom Tom Burger, dude.
I think that she changed it because it was, like, mildly racist.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
So she changed it.
I kind of spaced on that.
Yeah. She changed it to CNS because that's the initials of her and her wife.
Okay.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
That's what's up. Yeah, they have I don't go there and get coffee a lot, but I remember going in there and getting hamburgers, like, when I was a kid. Like, we used to live, like, up the road. You remember, like, up by where Walgreens is now, up there on Summerview?
Yeah.
Used to be the Godfather's Pizza, and then right next door there was, like, a sweet little video store and shit, dude. Got, like, Survivor Series 1990, I remember, and, like, my mom was like, you want to rent a Freddy Krueger movie? I'm like, yeah, Freddy's Revenge, the best one!
Wasn't that Blockbuster?
No.
This is, like, a Hot one. Blockbuster was up Summerview, but, like...
It was at Chalet.
Yeah, did I say 56th? I meant 40th and Summerview.
Yeah.
The Walgreens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm bad. Sometimes I just like fly off the cuff and I'm just like, I don't know. 56th, 48th.
Well, and then across the street from that mom and pop one was the Hollywood video.
Yep.
Where I had my first job.
Oh, shit. Fucking that's cool, dude.
Yeah, I loved working at the video store.
There's a lot of people that worked at that place, dude.
Yeah.
It's a fun place, dude.
It was my favorite job ever. Working at a video store is amazing.
Mm-hmm. I fucking bet. I never even thought about it.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that as an option.
Yeah. I remember applying at the Blockbuster, the one up there on Summerview. Like, it was like probably like a year or two before they went out of business, and I had an interview. But that was the one job I didn't get, and I was like, dude, I want this job. Like, I wanted that job. But...
You'd have liked it.
Yeah.
But when I got the job at Hollywood, I'd never had a job before except for painting for my dad. Mm-hmm. I walked in and I said, hey, are you guys hiring? And the actual store manager happened to be there. He was like, yeah, come in tomorrow.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, he just happened to like be really low staffed at the moment. So I was like, cool. No interview, nothing. I just showed up and signed up.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Those menial, like, you know, just kind of like, you know, minimal customer service jobs, like, especially when it involved, like, because like, I remember people back in the day worked at, like, you know, Off the Record or like Sam Goody and shit, dude. You know, it's just like, I don't know, you're just hanging around like music and movies all day. Like, that's like maybe even working in a movie theater is not that bad. I don't know.
I always thought that looked like I would think, like, especially for a young person, it'd be fucking amazing to work at the movies.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, I had friends that worked at the various movie theaters, and they said that them and their coworkers were just up to mischief at all times.
I bet.
Like, there were people doing it in the empty theaters.
Absolutely. It's dark in there.
All kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Up in the projector booth doing drugs, whatnot.
Damn, dude. Fucking, I wish I still could, like, I wish I was still that age where that was appropriate, right? It's like, when you're in your mid-30s, it's kind of like, I don't think it's like really, like, looked good upon that you're, like, you know, getting high on the job all the time and, like, you know, coming in, like, hungover and shit, dude.
Right.
You know, I don't know.
Dude, I turned 47. And 47 sucks balls.
Like, what makes it suck so much?
Well, because, like, I'm the old lady. Like, when I walk into a place, I'm a lady.
Yeah.
No one's going to say, oh, I seen that girl Bahiyyih, right?
Right.
Nobody's going to say they seen that girl.
Right.
They're always going to see that lady. Or do you know that woman, Bahiyyih Mud?
Huh.
Gross. I hate it.
You're like, she's almost 50. That's disgusting.
I never even thought to categorize you.
Sorry.
I don't believe I've ever called you anything. Just B.
I'm a lady. And I'm a woman. And I used to be a girl.
At what age are you not considered a girl anymore?
Okay, so I think in my own mind, 30's the cutoff.
I was going to say the same.
At 30?
At 30.
Yeah, I can see that,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I became a man when I was like 15. Slaughtered my first animal. Out there in the wilderness all on my own. No.
Any day now,
so like
I'm going to become
30s, like not late 30s, but like
a full-grown frog.
20s, 30s. A what? A bullfrog?
Any day, I'm going to be a full-grown bullfrog.
Nice.
I've been a tadpole for a long time.
Any day now, this is going to happen. I'm going to blossom into a beautiful. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm pretty high off that weed, dude. I'm not going to fucking lie, but yeah.
Oh, so am I.
I'm pretty fucking high.
That's great. I'm so happy because I know that when I leave here, I don't have to drive.
Yeah,
so
that's what's up.
Smoke all this weed, Lillian.
Do it.
Lily's like, I'm getting contact high. Dude, we fucking hotboxed this shit the last time. I don't know the last time you guys were on. I looked up the last time when you guys were on together, and it was November 20th of 2019. So it's like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then Bahiyyih, you were on the podcast like a year ago, and then you were also on it like last summer, so it's been about a year.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
There it is, dude. So.
Yep, right about this time, I guess.
You think it was? It was like, yeah, late last summer. Yeah, I took like 3 months off last year. I remember. Yeah. It was like right after that shit. So, like, tanked all my listeners.
Yep, and I was sitting in my yard zooming with you.
I know, that's when I was like, I didn't have power here, so like I had to like operate out of like at like an unknown location. So I was like, it was like a place where I wasn't supposed to smoke weed, but I smoked weed. I did all those podcasts with Jay McDan. I'd just be up there in this office, fucking like, had like a towel with me and shit, just blowing hits into a fucking towel, like a candle.
Like you're 16.
No one ever knew, dude. No one ever knew.
You get one of those toilet paper rolls full of like laundry.
It doesn't work. I made the whole fucking hotel smell like weed doing that, and
like
I thought it was working because I'm a pothead, so I don't know. Mm-hmm. So to me, it's working until somebody says, "Do you smell weed?" As soon as I hear that, somebody's walking by my door. Do you smell weed? I'm like, do I? Like, it's me!
Oh, it's for you!
It's me!
You just like bail. You just like walk out. You're like, hey, come here. You're like, oh, sorry, man. I don't like smoking weed. You're like, no. Like, you drag him into the room and shit, dude. No, force you to smoke weed, man.
No, I'd walk out there looking really concerned, and I'd be like, does it smell like marijuana?
You're like, yeah.
And I'm a lady. So if you were to see me in a hotel lobby and I looked at you and said, do you smell weed? You wouldn't think that I'm the one that's high.
That's true. That's true.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Just deny. That's what you always do with the cops. You know, they're like, oh, it smells like marijuana. Like, I don't think so. Like, I don't think so. That's your opinion.
I wish it did.
Yeah. That's just like your opinion, man.
Oh my god, dude! No, plenty of times telling the cops. You know, yeah. I don't. I remember one time where like my friend. I probably told this on the podcast before, but I'll tell it anyway. Like, I was like, I don't know, I was like 17 or something. I was hanging out with my friend Dustin and Amy. My friend had this like Dustin had this like real shitty Geo Metro, and like he like I don't know, dude. Like I can't stand it when like people like pile garbage up in their fucking car. Like, I'm, like, OCD about that shit.
Whatever.
I'm sorry, I'm OCD about that shit. So, like, this time, like, I'm like, fuck it, Dustin, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to throw all your garbage away. It's not like I took a garbage sack, you know. I'm 17. Whatever, dude. I took it all and just, like, threw it the fuck out. And so, like, we get out. We're all hanging out, like, smoking weed and shit. And there's this dog on this other side of this fence. And it's, like, barking at us. And I get up and I start kicking the fucking fence and shit, dude. And the fucking, like, you know, within like 10 minutes, dude, a fucking whoop whoop, fucking 509 shows up and shit. And like the neighbors called, they're like, yeah, somebody jumped their fence and was fucking with their dog. I was like, I kicked the fucking fence. Like, I didn't kick the dog, okay, but like I was by the fence fucking around. And they're like, they found the pile of garbage, you know. They're like, what's all this? I'm like, we threw out a bunch of garbage, officer. I don't know what to tell you. They're all searching me. And like, you know, they found my visine. They're like, what's this for? I'm like, contacts, sir. And they're like, I don't know. They made me pick up the fucking garbage. It was, like, pretty embarrassing, but luckily I didn't go to jail that night.
Yeah, well, you can't very well get arrested for... Well, I guess they could arrest you for litter.
Well, like, the trespassing I was more worried about, because, like, the neighbors claimed that I jumped the fence. That's what the cop said, at least, and, like, you know.
And yet, here I am on this side.
Yeah, but I think sometimes cops say that to encourage you to say more.
Yeah.
You know?
I think so.
So-and-so said...
Yeah.
I watch a lot of crime television.
Yeah, dude, you're just gonna fucking rule the world one day, dude.
I know.
Fucking 2032, watch out, dude.
This old bitch.
We're gonna be on COVID. We're gonna be on COVID 100. You know.
Here comes that lady.
Fucking hide it, run.
People see me coming, they're like, "Oh, well, that's Lily."
That's Lily.
whatever that is.
Right. People
it's
are
that
assholes,
lady
dude.
and Lily again. What the fuck are they doing? Me and Lily walking into a place.
Right? I do think that people are confused when they see us together.
Think so?
Yeah, because our styles are very not the same. Mm. And she's some lady and I'm some bullfrog. And like, what is happening?
People are perplexed, dude. That's why they come out to see the show. They're like, what's up? What's up with Bahiyyih and Lily these days?
Oh, God. You know what I did down there at the fucking open mic?
What'd you do?
Dude, I lost my mind on stage.
Did you?
Like, I went off.
Oh, fuck.
Like a crazy person, Kevin.
That's awesome.
It was horrible. It was so inappropriate.
What'd you do?
So bad. Like this girl wouldn't stop talking.
Uh-huh.
And I'd already walked by and said really nice, hey, there's a show. You guys should keep it down before I was even on stage. And I got on stage and she just starts talking really loud.
Oh, no, dude.
And I'm like saying something and then I just stopped and I just looked at her. And I said, and you just need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude.
Shut the fuck up, man. Just shut the fuck up. And everybody's like, oh, you know.
Dude, I would have clapped so loud, like, tell that bitch to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Everybody supported it, but she wanted to, like, go at it.
Oh,
and
no.
I bought into it for a second. And I said something really stupid because I'm an old lady, I guess. I said.
You're just the lady up there.
This lady telling off this fucking bitch.
Well, how old is this chick? Like,
she's young.
21 or something?
She's probably like 30. She looks a little bit worn.
Okay.
Like,
so she's no longer a girl.
She's a lady.
Well, she's
a young lady.
But she has this tattoo, like, on her back, and I didn't know what to say. And she said something, and I said back, well, you can just fucking come up here if you want to. Like, I called on this bitch. Yeah. And I said, your tattoos aren't fooling anyone.
Right.
But I don't think she was trying to fool anyone. They were like flowers or something. It didn't make sense.
You're like, those are somewhat nice tattoos, and I wish I had those.
She's just here trying to decorate her body, and you're like,
those tattoos don't fool anyone. We know that you don't have any daisies.
She's like, come see my backyard. Come see my backyard.
You don't even know those flowers.
It's April.
You don't even know those flowers. You ain't fooling nobody. Like, it didn't even make sense when I said it.
Yeah.
And then she had her brother and her brother's boyfriend, and her brother turns around and looks at me and he says, you don't even know who you're talking to. You don't even know who I am.
What? Oh,
like,
my dad works for the city.
But he did it like super dramatic. And I said, girl, I don't give a fuck who you are. Yeah. And he was like, and everybody was all, and his boyfriend's all, like, oh no.
Well, at least you got him, dude. It sounds like you had the crowd on your side the whole time.
Yeah, but it was very unprofessional, and if I would have been getting paid for that show, I would have been, like, fired.
Well, for sure. I mean, yeah, if it was a paid show, yeah.
Like, you can't behave like that.
It's shit. It's an open mic, dude. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong. I mean, was the person causing trouble through other people's sets?
Yeah.
Yeah? Then fuck her. Dude, somebody has to fucking straighten those people out. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Well, you know, I had Brian start, like, he needs to lay down rules. Like, after that, I was thinking, okay, how'd this happen?
Yeah.
And it's because these people don't know how to watch comedy. You have to tell the room.
He has to say it at the beginning.
Yeah, you have to tell the room how to behave, because they don't know.
Yeah.
Well, also, we should just put down frickin' placards on the table.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because Brian gets up there and he's like, look, motherfuckers.
He's an intimidating man, so you need an intimidating person up there.
I know.
Yeah, I like how you guys scowled at that idea.
I do not think that Brian Brisky is intimidating.
I haven't seen Brian in like so long.
The guy has like bone spurs and shit. Like, he is not intimidating. He put his back out yesterday in the fucking shower by moving his foot and his arm.
I think we've all been there. I've done the same shit lifting up.
Yeah, but he's not intimidating. Like, Brian.
All right, I rescind what I said. Brian is not an intimidating person.
Take it back, Kevin.
I took it back.
Take it back. I hope Brian listens to this.
She's like, but he bullied me on my own podcast about Brian Brisky's
well, she's bullying
level.
Brian Brisky.
It's an equal
She double bullied us.
Just bullying everyone.
She's using her 48 reasons.
And we'll be mowing her lawn tomorrow.
That sounds like a good idea, you know?
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Can I interest you in a couch? $25. But no, that's a good idea. I mean, like a placard on there, you know, hey guys, you know, laying out the rules and stuff. I think that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah. Because he gets up there and he kind of bullies them a bit, and then they have bad attitudes straight out the gate.
Yeah, I think that he should stop that.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, you need to fucking stop that shit. I don't think he listens to this thing. So
Probably not.
Somebody will have to give him the message.
I feel like he would have mentioned it.
Yeah.
If he did.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I talked shit about Brian Brisky last time. I always talk shit about Brian Brisky. I can't help it.
Dude, every time Brandon Allen's on the podcast,
running around
he says the same
town.
shit.
Like, how about that guy last night? What did he call Brian? He said, because Brian's like,
oh, you like an owl with less feathers.
What?
I look like an owl with less feathers.
He kind of does look like an owl, right?
I know, and he looked very owlish when the guy said it, and everybody looks at him, and Brian's like...
What's funny to me is less feathers. Not no feathers, but less.
Well, you see his face is all peppered in there, dude. I mean, you got the...
You got the beard, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
His face, though, was so fantastic. That was a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been down to Bill since they transitioned over on the Wednesday nights and whatnot, so... I listen to Brian and them talk about it on the podcast, so it sounds like there's a lot of new people down there. Sounds like I don't know. He talks it up a big game on his podcast.
There's there's
a couple people.
There's some new people, and they're really funny.
That's cool.
And they're odd.
Yeah.
You know, more oddballs. And I think Yakima's kind of an odd scene. I wouldn't say that Yakima, everybody, it's very diverse.
Yeah.
You know, you got Jaime, fucking lunatic. And then you have Brian Brisky and his bone spurs. Like, we have this whole...
It's a wide array.
Yeah, but I think that it's really good right now. And some of them are really funny, and they're just strange people. But not in, like, a terrible way. You know?
Well, as long as Josh Welcome isn't showing up.
No.
No, thank God, no.
No.
He showed up at drinking games, I think, one time.
Did he?
And he got iced out.
Oh, she got iced out? Fuck.
I couldn't even do it. I'm a friendly motherfucker, but I couldn't. I can't encourage him to continue to hang out when he goes on stage and tells racist jokes.
Oh, is he telling racist jokes?
Every time he ever got on stage.
I never noticed, like, I don't know.
I never paid attention to that dude. I think that I listened to his stuff. The last time he ever came out was at drinking games.
Yeah.
And his set was kind of funny. Like, it was fun. It made me laugh. Like, it was funny. And it wasn't like because sometimes I do the nervous laugh, but it wasn't. It was like, laugh.
You're like, please don't kill me. Somebody had asked me a long time ago, like, would you ever have Josh Welcome on your podcast? And I'm like, of course I'd have Josh Welcome on my podcast. I'm just not going to have Josh Welcome out of my house to record that podcast.
Right. We will meet at a neutral location.
Yeah.
No, I think that you should go down and check out Bill's because I feel like, and they're pretty much young guys, you know, in their 20s.
Yeah, the new guys are...
You know, they're pretty young.
Yeah.
But they're like, they just barely made people laugh. Like, it just is happening for them. So you know how that's like...
I feel like I'm just barely able to make people laugh. Dude, oh man, I've gone through some bombings. Let's just say that.
Well, everybody has. Everybody's gone through shit. But these guys are like super excited.
That's cool.
So
they
they're
have
like
a good attitude about it.
Yeah. They're
Mostly.
super, and
That's
they're very friendly, and so that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice, friendly group of people that are, you know, just down there, but they're excited, and they're like emailing clubs and going to open mics outside of Yakima.
See, that's fucking
and then when you can have like a group that wants to go together, that's a good time. And it's like how bonding happens. So some of those guys are doing that, and they're bonding with people that maybe they would have never hung out with. We have Blair. I don't know what's going on with Blair.
I don't know. I don't think I know who Blair is.
He looks like Jay of Jay and Silent Bob, but kind of prettier and shorter.
Okay.
Long blonde hair. Anyways, he is, you know, he's really odd because he is very friendly, but his comedy is like a rant, which is good for him. But it comes off kind of different. I don't know.
He pisses people off.
Yeah, he likes to make people mad, but in real life, like when you sit and talk to him, he's fucking cool as fuck.
Yeah.
He's super pleasant.
So I don't know if he just like gets his kicks or what.
Or if he's just getting out his aggression.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
not
feeling better.
possibility.
Feeling better.
Okay.
So he's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to pop in. I want to pop in there. I just I don't know. I've just been taking the break and stuff. So I've been working on a new YouTube video account. Like, it's called Video Rental Chaos. It's like basically just a YouTube video type thing where it's like all fast clips, and I just like basically tell you like what my version is of that movie. I don't know. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That sounds like something Huck would like.
Dude, I think Brandon Huck would definitely get a kick out of it. I think he definitely would, dude. So it's like I record 40 minutes worth of footage and I cut it down to like 7. So I don't know. I'll show it to you guys afterwards. So we don't have to talk about it. But
Well, I I mean, you could plug it.
Yeah, no. It was a bad plug. It was a really bad plug. I'll take that one back also.
Like your hair.
Like my hair.
It's a really bad plug. Do you have hair right now?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I just I shaved the sides off and shit. So.
Oh shit, we have the same haircut.
Do
basically.
it? Fuck yeah. It's a good haircut.
Mine's
I like
higher.
it. Yeah?
But yeah,
Fuck
basically.
yeah. No, we do have the same haircut.
Mine's
dude.
hella long.
Dude, hell yeah. I know mine's, I can put it up in a ponytail, but it looks really, like, I don't know, it's not that right length yet, so.
I can do like a man bun.
Yeah?
Because it's definitely not a woman bun.
Okay.
Just like put it up all high like those shrunken head people. Twist it all up until it's all tight and then just leave it. It gets all wacky. And it's like a man bun, but if did you watch American Horror Story Freak Show?
Yeah, dude, I haven't had cable for the last, 10 years, dude, so.
Well, there's the tin head people, and that's basically what they look like.
Yeah, dude, I gotta check that out. It's a good haircut, though. I shaved my own sides, and then I had my wife shave the back, because I was like, I'm not gonna pay $20 for some guy to fucking shave my head.
Have you considered a mullet since those are coming back?
I've been kind of what I'll do, when I do put my hair up, I put gel in it and stuff, I just slick it back, and yeah, it's starting to go back, and I keep fucking with Jessica. I'm just I'm gonna grow that fucking mullet out. I'm thinking I'm probably just gonna let it keep going out. So yeah. I don't know. She got a little pissed my first day because one haircut my whole entire life, any woman that I've ever been involved with is okay. My mom and Jessica is what I'm talking about. I wasn't involved in a relationship with my mom, but she would not let. She would not let. Kinda.
But I was not involved in a relationship with my mom.
Yeah. I remember when I was 16, I was gonna let my friend give me a mohawk, and we show up and she's like, out of all the things my mom fucking let me get away with, doing drugs, driving a car without a fucking license and insurance, drinking, fucking generally just not giving a shit about my school and doing whatever the hell I want.
Right. Weren't you kind of a free range kid?
I was kind of hey, go grow up on the fucking streets, invite your friends over to fucking smoke weed on your friend's 18th birthday and, kill your bird because, you got somebody blow smoke in their fucking face and shit. It's chaos. But I come home this day and she's all would not let me get a fucking mohawk. She just stopped me. And so the AFI song is he has a song. It's my mom. I want a mohawk, but my mom won't let me get one. It's true life to me. And then Jessica's the same fucking way. She's like, oh well, you're fucking 35, and I'm like, I don't care. I want a fucking mohawk. She won't let me fucking dye my hair. But so I shaved it on the side. I'm like, yeah, every time if I do go in, I'm just gonna have him take the line further in, and then we're just gonna get a giant mohawk one of these days.
Which is totally how you do the sneak attack. No, when I turned 30, I was like, oh man, I can't have a mohawk anymore. And so I grew my hair out.
That's a bitch.
It is. I grew my hair out, it's on the sides and everything, so it looked like a normal dyke cut, And then after about a year, I was like, you know what? Who gives a fuck? Buzz. Back to the mohawk, and I've been there off and on ever since. I'm 40.
It's a good look.
It looks good on me.
Yeah.
I look like the Absorbaloff from Doctor Who, but
Just want to put it up, dude. Just want to
charge it.
Yeah, dude, charge it up, man. I used to have Liberty spikes. That was one thing I got away with when I was a kid.
I did that when I was 19. That's hard to maintain.
Wood glue was really good. The one girl that got the glue stuck in her hair, I was I used to do that when I was 15.
Yeah, it's just
but I had
Elmer's
glue. I used Elmer's glue.
Yeah, you got to use that water soluble glue. Gorilla glue ain't never gonna go away. You got to cut that off.
Wood glue came out. It came out.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
water soluble.
Yeah. Did you ever dye your hair? Would you ever You've always been the lady.
I've always been a lady. And when I was 15, I did use some sun-in for a while.
Oh,
that's edgy. That's
bad to the bone.
It's bad to the bone, dude. It's problem child over here.
Right?
Oh my god, dude. I know. Oh yeah, no. My kids she lets my fucking kids dye their hair and stuff, dude. She's just it's a kid phase. That's
How old are your kids now?
Dude, my kids my oldest is 15 and my youngest is 10. So they're about ready to turn 11 and 16 here in the next
Oh yeah,
5
that's
months.
a fine age to be doing your...
Is it 2 boys?
No, and this was like years ago that she let him dye the hair. Now she won't let him do it because they're too old. But, well, the 15-year-old, I don't know. Like, I'm sure that she would let him, but I don't know.
Are they both boys?
Yeah, 2 boys. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
My oldest just got his driver's permit and just like passed his driver's test. So I've just been getting all stoned and shit. It's like we're supposed to go to dinner. It's like I just got high as fuck on my drive. Like just fucking take me around, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
Your own chauffeur.
It's nice.
That's
nice.
crazy that you have a kid that old.
Yeah. Well, I had him when I was 19. Well, like when we got pregnant, I was 19, and then I had him on my birthday. So it was like I turned 20. So I had him when I was 20 and shit. And then my youngest, I had him like a week before our birthday. So like our birthdays are all like a week apart from each other.
That's expensive.
Dude, yeah. And then Christmas. And then, then my wife's birthday is like January 2nd. So it's exactly 1 month away after mine. So, yeah.
So you're not just tempted to pile it all into one day?
We piled their birthdays. We've always piled those together. And I don't do anything for my birthday, so I go out sometimes. Like when I turned 30, I did have like we went to Sports Center and got drunk and stuff. So I don't know, do stuff like that.
Well, you should always just like get your birthday wish and like blow out a fucking candle, do it in a dark room. Nobody's gonna know. Put it in a fucking Twinkie.
Yeah.
Maybe hum yourself the song.
And then cry myself to sleep.
No, blow it out first. And if you're not gonna use your birthday wishes, give them away.
Wrap a ribbon.
I'll text you, I'll be like, this birthday wish is for you.
And I will whip out my candle I always have ready. Would sing happy birthday.
Yeah.
Blow it
Dude,
out.
I mean, you gotta have cake for any special occasion. It doesn't matter what it is. So.
Yeah.
Birthdays.
Diabetes.
Shit, I know. I get worried sometimes. I'm like, I eat way too much sugar. It's like, I don't know. We don't have like diabetes in my family or anything, but like, still, it's not good to eat that stuff all the time. But I don't know. It's good stuff though.
My 12-year-old's just like addicted. She's just addicted to garbage.
Dude, same with my like youngest. Like he
and
just
it's because
eats
they're
garbage.
the youngest. And it's because they're the youngest. And it's like, I don't know. I'm not the same mom I was when I had my 2 oldest children. Like I'm just not, because they are so much older. Because Naomi's 12 and Lizzie, I believe, just turned 28.
Yeah, see, it's a giant.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So the stuff that Naomi gets away with is completely different. And we were in the house, and Joey was there, my oldest son was there, and I had said something to Naomi, and Naomi said, "Mom, chill." And I was just like, ugh. And I just walked away, and I was doing whatever, and he was like, "What? You're gonna let her fucking say that? She's told you to chill."
Well,
like, how are you gonna let her say that? We couldn't even ask you to calm down.
Oh, we would have had our asses beat.
There's a giant difference. I mean, it's 2021, unfortunately, and back, 20, 30 years ago, it's like, the 90s, you can get away with that. You can get away with smacking your kid around a little bit. Put a little scare. I mean, my mom spanked me, dude.
Bam,
like,
hit them both.
It was never like, I mean, it wasn't like, you don't want to get beat or anything, but I mean, discipline is kind of like how you form, guidance through the world, I guess. I don't know. As long as it's not like corporal or anything, like fucking destroying their life or something. But
I feel like hitting is never the answer, but it does work for some people.
Yeah.
Like, it never was going to work for my brother or sister because they're both extremely rebellious. Yeah. Didn't matter what you did. But I learned how to not get hit when I was 10. I was like, okay, these are the list of behaviors that get me hit. I will not do those.
That's the same here, dude. That's the same thing. I just kind of adapted as a kid.
Not me. I would just prepare. Yeah. I'd prepare for what was going to happen at some point. Mentally prepare.
Like, you're more like my brother and sister. Just
you
like,
chose this, and go ahead, say something weird to Mom right now. Do it while she's really infuriated.
And then just grab your ankles.
Here we go.
Not again.
Not tonight, Mama, no.
And my mom had this belt, man. Yeah. And she would just give us a little whooping.
I never got hit with a belt. Like, I never got hit with a belt. I got spanked.
It was the massive wooden mixing spoon that was like 2 feet long. Mm-hmm. The kind you use in the big canning pot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just a couple. Man, I get to see that leaving a mark, man. Yeah, it's... Yeah, you learn quick, dude. I mean, for better or worse, like, you learn quick that you There's ways to live life, I suppose. I don't know.
Right?
Ways
the hit and the not hit.
Yeah. You did good today. It's like...
I always do good, thank you. Have I done well enough?
And I'm
I know
like,
the kids.
Fuck you.
The kids today are just telling you to fucking buzz off and shit. So playing fucking Fortnite, Mom. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Playing Fortnite. Yeah, right. I don't know. I didn't speak my kids, so.
I'm shocked as shit sometimes to hear the way that kids talk to their adults. Just like, how are you alive still? Like, how did they not just bury you in the backyard?
I think there was a kid that was over at my house like not too long ago, and like he came like snooping around in my back room, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I think he was like mistaken, but like yeah, you just see him all. He's like showing me some shit. He's like, yeah, I hacked into somebody's fucking like I don't think it was Fortnite, but it was like one of those other stupid fucking games on a cell phone. And he's like, yeah, and I stole this, and I stole that. I'm like, whoa, shit, buddy, that's cool. It's like somebody's like grandkid that lives in like Colorado or whatever, but it's like you're just kind of like, whoa, buddy. Kids are fucked up, man.
Kids are, and but I don't like hanging out with people I like and their children. You know, because it changes the dynamic of things.
You're like, that was my kid.
Fucking hit
him.
Tell this shut up.
Oh yeah, and like, I feel like a lot of people practice like that unparenting, like unteaching. You know what I mean? Like they try to.
That's not being productive. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but it's like.
You do what you want to do. It's okay.
Well, I don't know how those women's brains like still function. You know, after listening to that day in.
It's all that Chardonnay, dude.
Day out. It has to be.
All that Chardonnay going in there. A little bit of Valiant, feeling a little tipsy, yeah, you know? Like Desperate Housewives. I mean, is that still a thing? Like,
if I was in that situation, yeah, I would be a Desperate Housewife. Like you little kid.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I'll show you babysitting.
Back in the day, we had to go sit at Grandma's house. Grandma had black and white television. You had no idea what the struggle was.
Oh my god. My sister was the worst fucking babysitter, and she was the only person I had when Elizabeth and Joey were really little, and then her son, Elton, was really little. So Mo would have to watch kids sometimes so I could go to work. And Mo's just... Mo is a good time. And but she was babysitting, and I don't know how she would do it, but she would just like fucking zone out. And all hell is breaking loose. And I came home to crazy ass shit. You know, all of them in this little tiny closet with flashlights and screaming. And Mo's just like on the couch, just like watching ER. Like no awareness of anything.
It's okay. It's a double marathon on TNT tonight, guys. Come on. Sit down for a little bit.
Watch some Juliana Margulies with me.
Oh, Hallmark Channel's got a fucking 2-for-1 today.
Or if she was paying attention to the kids, she'd make them watch horror movies. She made them watch Child's Play, and it completely scarred Joey. He almost passed out one time because when he was the old mall downtown, they had the Spencer's over there.
I remember. Yeah.
And they had like a life-size Chucky doll right at the entrance. And we would like go walking in. And she had just made this poor child watch that child.
Play. Yeah.
And Joey just started backing up. And then he started screaming.
How old was he?
He was probably like 9.
Yeah, it's still good. That's a still good age to get scared from a scary movie, dude. You're
Oh.
still scared, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
So,
No, man. My mom and dad like did the same shit. Like, because again, like I think they're just like, yeah, it's just a movie, right? Like, but yeah, that like the psychological damage of fucking horror films on a child is. You look back on it when you're an adult, you're like, oh, that was fun, but then like you're like, oh wow, now I'm like, you know, I don't know, like it fucked me up as a kid, dude, too, man.
I'm glad I didn't have them.
There was a Freddy Krueger guy like at a Halloween like at a mall in like Bellingham when I was a kid. There was a guy dressed up and like I remember this shit like and I remember like walking into the mall and my mom has my hand and I remember seeing the guy and I freaked the fuck out, like basically the same story there, but from like, you know, it's just like, yeah, dude, like I'm like freaking out, dude, like get me the fuck out of here. And it's like I'm like making my mom like watch me take a pee because I'm like scared because you don't want to shut the fucking door, dude. Like it took It took me a long time to get over that, dude. But now I'm like, it's funny because you look, dude, and I'm completely obsessed with horror films. Like, I watch horror films by myself now, but like, yeah, it came into it. It became an obsession. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
My sister Mo's always loved horror. Like, that's her thing.
You have a zombie section.
Oh, dude, yeah, I got hella zombie films, dude. I got fucking Zombie Land 1 and 2, but then I also got like all like Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, and then I got Zombie 2. I got a bunch of like, I've been starting to collect like Italian horror films. Because Brandon like totally got me into them. They're pretty fucking gruesome.
Oh, I fucking bet they are.
Dude, like demons, like that's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Did you watch that Saint Maud?
Saint Maud?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that, no. Is that like a new one? Mm-hmm. Okay. What's it about?
Yeah, it's about this lady, and she's like a caregiver, and it's a foreign movie. I don't know what it is, though. Mm-hmm. Or I think it is.
It's like group text.
Yeah. Piper.
And, but, so she's a caregiver.
Uh-huh.
Like a nurse, and she works with people like on hospice.
Okay.
So she's going to their house and stuff, and so she's obsessed about saving the soul.
Oh shit!
Of this woman that she's taking care of.
She's like, you guys don't pay me enough for that shit.
No, she's obsessed with it.
Oh,
she's
wow.
obsessed with trying to save this lady's soul, and it gets dark and creepy and mentally ill. Like it's.
I don't know. Those was it like possession type stuff or like
not,
okay?
Well, I don't know.
It's like ghost stuff or.
I think it was like mental illness. That's how I interpreted it.
Okay.
You know,
that's interesting.
Not unless she was seeing those visions, but it seemed like some.
Yeah, you know, I've really kind of thought about it lately about like trying to like start getting into like the new horror films, you know, because like they have like The Conjuring and like all, you know, and again like I don't know, there's like The Nun or something I saw there. What's the other one? The Paranormal Activity, but like I don't know, that type of shit, like Exorcist type of shit, like that shit scares the fuck out of me because like that's like, you know, anytime there's like possession or anything like that, that's real stuff. Like that shit can happen, dude.
Like I do and don't believe in it, so yeah, it's a little on the scary side, but it's not nearly as scary. Shit! As this dog just walking in.
Special guest Henry walking on in the fucking podcast.
This friendly ass dog out of nowhere.
Oh, you're beautiful. You're a beautiful boy.
He's a good dog, dude.
It scared the shit out of me. I was gonna say, Possession is not nearly as scary as like the films where it's just people doing terrible shit to people.
Oh yeah,
like no, thank you. I can't watch those.
It's before it's what murder porn was before there is like Dateline. You know, like that's exactly what it is. And that's all I know. Like like in Maniac. Like you ever seen that movie?
No, I can't watch those movies. I can't do it.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, dude. It was like I don't know, late 70s, early 80s. Definitely at least by like 1980. Actually, I think it is like 1980. I don't know, dude. Like, yeah, I don't really go out of my way to watch those, but I have watched those, like Last House on the Left, like The Hills Have Eyes. Like,
yeah,
like
I have a hard time with those.
I don't know. Those don't bother me as much as like The Exorcist. Like The Exorcist just.
Well, The Exorcist is the most frightening movie I ever seen. Like as far as like really scared the shit out of me.
Huh.
And it was like intense. And maybe I was more open to having it be intense because everybody said it was going to be intense. But it really was. It was really a lot. And I didn't see The Exorcist until, gosh, I already had Elizabeth and Joey. So sometime in my 20s.
Yeah, I was older when I saw it. Like the first time I actually saw it was like, it was dude at the fucking Orion. They did the classic movies and shit. Yeah, they did that for Halloween one year, and so I went and saw that there. And like, yeah, it was just like it's like it's one of those movies where I'm like, you know, like I said, like I have a very big collection, but I've never bought The Exorcist. I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I want to buy it or not buy it, but it's kind of like one of those things like.
I just thought
who doesn't have The Exorcist? Yeah.
Like, Mimi, we've got your mother in here. You want us to send her a message? Like, what? It's funny. Your mother sucks cocks in hell. What?
I mean, like, I don't know. I've looked into, like, just demonic possession type shit, and, like, you just, it's scary stuff to me. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've read the books.
Yeah. Well, you go down a YouTube hole on that shit, it's even worse.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, no, I did that, and it wasn't fun. Like, it was not fun.
You know which one I really liked that scared the crap out of me? Like, my favorite, like, possession kind of one was the Amityville Horror.
Oh, shit,
that
dude.
movie.
I have that.
Fucked me up. Oh, man.
Straight up, right here, man. Oh shit. Yeah, dude. Did you ever see the sequels?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember reading the book for that one.
Yeah, the book
my mom
so fucking scary.
Yeah, the house was for sale here not too long ago.
Yeah.
The fucking James Brown.
It sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're like asking for a shit. It was like $500,000 or some shit.
Which is actually not that much anymore.
I have no intention of wanting to live any place that has anything. I feel like the last house that we lived in had something in it. And we didn't know what it was, but there was something in that house.
You gotta be like, gotta go in there with some garlic, some fucking some smoke, start saying some prayers, like,
Well, I feel like
contact the priest,
At that point in our life, we were just like trying to get by.
Right.
Because it was a long time ago, but there was something in that house, and you could feel it in the hallway.
Yeah.
Like, you could feel it. And I remember being home alone during the day, and I didn't want to leave the living room. Because if I walked into the kitchen, I could see the hallway. And it completely would freak me the fuck out.
It's like Bahiyyih.
Bahiyyih. The kitchen light would come on in the middle of the night. And
you will become a lady one day.
Girl, you'll be a lady soon.
Upon the age of 30. No. You have to the age of 30 to realize your dreams. All of them.
All of them.
All of them. Like the Wishmaster. You guys ever seen the Wishmaster?
No.
That's stupid as fuck, dude. It's like it's a 90s version. It's got Robert Englund. It's like a monster movie, Like those monster movies they did in the 90s, I don't know. Some of them are good, but like I always kind of look back on like 90s horror films as like, I mean, besides Scream, Scream was cool.
Scream was...
And there was good movies in there, but it was just kind of like, that was like when the, slasher film was kind of like passe at that point, so. There's still good shit though, but.
90s... a lot of the horror movies in the 90s were like serial killers and shit, weren't they?
Yeah, they had those. I mean, that was like what, there was like a Ted Bundy one that was like pretty popular back then.
Well, and then Silence with the Lambs.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably
best.
what you're talking about. Silence with the Lambs, to this day, I still haven't seen that. I've seen Hannibal.
What?
Yeah, I have it, dude. I have it somewhere around here. But I've never actually sat down and watched it.
It's not really horror. It's like it's a thriller, suspense. Yeah,
it's really good.
That's
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. The relationship between Hannibal and Clarice is like, if you've seen the sequels, it's not anywhere near as good. The relationship with them specifically is like awesome.
Well, yeah, I mean the other ones didn't win Academy Awards, right?
Nah.
Yeah, fuck Hannibal. I saw that, like, my mom took me to go see that shit. And it was just like, it was one of my mom's picks. I was like, what? Take me to fucking misery. I could be going to see basketball. Fucking fuck you, mom. Go see the South Park movie. Like, what the fuck? Boring ass Hannibal. Get the fuck out of here with this shit.
I thought Hannibal was so romantic.
Yeah.
Like, the bit where they're handcuffed to the freezer and, like, the cops are coming and he cuts off his own hand instead of hers. That's, like, so romantic.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh, it's... For that scene alone, well, now you know what's going to happen.
Now you have homework, but yeah.
But it is, like, the most romantic scene of any movie I've ever seen.
That's good shit, man.
Is this serial killer that cuts off his own hand because he likes her.
How about that one series that was, like... It was, Hostel. Did you ever watch Hostel?
Hell no. Nope.
I have the Saw movies, but I never got into... I mean, I saw the first one.
I seen the first one, and I wasn't going to watch anymore. And I seen the first Saw, and I was like, I'm never going to watch another one of those again.
Dude, the first Saw is such a good movie. That ending is just like that. He just
I don't even remember the ending. I only seen it one time.
Yeah.
And now
Dude, they're still making those movies. They just came out one. It was that Chris Rock and Sam Jackson in it, dude.
Oh, how about the new Candyman?
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah, saw that. I saw the trailer for it. It hasn't come out yet, so yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch the first one again because I don't really remember it. I just remember the guy that played him being really eerie,
scary.
Yeah.
I never watched that one as a kid. That was a movie I saw within just like the last year and whatnot. Like,
I seen it in my 20s at some point. Yeah, I'd seen it.
Yeah. No, I think I actually saw it as a teenager.
Right.
Which is one of the very, very few horror movies I saw before I was an adult.
Shit. You weren't allowed to watch it when you were a kid? Ah, no.
I was not allowed to experience the 80s and at least a good chunk of the 90s.
At least you got documentaries on it, right?
Yeah.
my mom, once they opened up a video store in Grandview, her special thing was to go down and rent a VCR for a week.
Yeah, dude, that was the shit back
you had to
then,
actually rent the VCR, and then she'd just bring all of these stacks of random fucking movies. And she was like totally into like crazy ass scary sci-fi. Like, what the fuck you doing, Celia? Like, what is this? But I watched all of these really bizarre movies. I think one was called like Brain Scan or something like
Total Recall.
Total Recall,
awesome.
of course. And it was just like all this sci-fi weird shit. And I used to have the worst nightmares. Because it was scary. Tron. Oh, God. I hate Tron.
Tron will give you nightmares.
I hate Tron.
Yeah, I was never like into Tron too much. My kids like watch that, but like I was never really too much into it.
It's not good.
It's not good.
My mom
it's
made
just
us
not
see
good.
that in the theater. They paid theater money for the whole family to watch fucking Tron. What a waste.
What the fuck, dude?
What is that?
You walk out of there and you gotta like punch somebody in the face. You're just like, this piece of shit. Fuck Disney. I boycotted Disney in 1984. What about that, guys?
Now I'm gonna dream in digital, you fuckers.
Yeah. I think that was one of the worst ones I've seen. Like as a kid, of going to the movies, because my mom and dad loved taking us to the movies, but we always had to see one movie, the whole family.
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. Fucking dude, it's bullshit.
Yeah,
it's fucking bullshit. I used to sneak into rated R movies at the fucking Uptown Plaza, dude. Like we saw fucking Bride of Chucky there, dude. Went and saw Beyond the Mat. That was a rated R movie. Yeah, dude, that shit was up. That's what was up, dude.
I did a couple of times because I can't lie or cheat or steal. But a couple of times in my life, I went and paid for a matinee and stayed all day and just hopped theaters.
Dude. I did that one time down in California, dude. We went and saw the League of Extraordinary Men. It was me and my uncle. And we walked out of there, and again, like, that was another one of those movies where you felt like punching somebody in the face. You're like, fucking damn it, I spent money on this piece of shit. And so, like, we're in Disneyland, you know. And, like, you know, we just popped into the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one. And so I saw that in Disneyland. Yeah, a much better film compared to the League of Extraordinary Men. Sean Connery was on the outs at that point, dude, you know. So,
oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Didn't he die recently?
Yeah, he died within the last year, didn't he?
Sean Connery?
Yeah. He's dead. He's a dead motherfucker.
Let's see when he died.
My dad loved him, because my dad was an old man.
The Rock.
With a beard.
Welcome to The Rock.
My dad just aspired to be the same old man as Sean Connery, because he'd seen him in like Medicine Man or something where he's living like in the jungle.
Oh yeah, wow. He died in October.
Yeah, he died last year, yeah.
But he had that ponytail in that movie, and my dad was bald on the top.
Oh,
and he had this super white gray hair along the edges.
Dude, fuck yeah.
And a beard. And so he started growing out this side hair. Like years. And it was like this long. It's
so I put
big.
my best effort into this one, guys.
Yeah. And then he'd put a little rubber band on it. Yeah. He always had like a little weird little...
Dude, I hate putting like an actual rubber band, dude. That like fucks your hair up, dude. Every time, dude. And, like,
oh yeah,
you learn your lesson quick. Yeah. No, Sean Connery was badass. I liked him in Highlander. Highlander was always a fun movie.
I liked him in Entrapment. By that I mean I liked Catherine Zeta-Jones's butt.
God, I've never seen that movie. But Catherine Zeta-Jones's butt is good.
Because she does this thing where she like serpentine slithers under this laser.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, that's a good scene. Yeah.
Do you watch Workaholics?
Hell yeah, dude! I got it fucking up there, dude.
But that's what they're singing about. Is that scene that she's talking about?
Dude, okay.
When they're all like, what are they on? Are they on shrooms or when they're staying the night in the office?
Oh yeah, that was acid. I thought they said.
Yeah.
No, it could have been mushroom, but I think it was acid.
I don't remember.
I think it was acid.
But then they made up that song and they were singing it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, that scene put me and every other teenage boy through puberty for sure.
Shit. I always like that scene from fucking From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Selma Hayek. Yeah, that shit was fun.
But I didn't see that until I was probably 25. So.
I didn't see From Dusk Till Dawn probably until I was like 20, 21.
Yeah.
I remember my wife got it for me for like Christmas or some shit. I was like, hell
it's
yeah.
Like whatever, but yeah, Selma Hayek. Oh.
Quentin Tarantino, man.
God bless America.
All right, guys. I think that's where we got to end it.
God bless America for Salma Hayek.
Hell yeah, dude. And Catherine Zeta-Jones, dude. So,
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude. So you guys got final words, any plugs, anything going on? This is dropping in a couple days, so.
Yeah,
It's
and
fresh.
then everybody should come down to Bill's on Wednesday nights. The show starts at 7:30. You might want to show up early because it's pretty packed out sometimes. It's a good show.
Hell yeah.
All laughs, no filler.
And I'll be in Yelm this weekend, and then the end of August, I will be at the Tacoma Comedy Club for their Sunday brunch.
Sunday brunch. That's gonna be
Sunday
interesting.
brunch. Yeah.
Get down on those mimosas. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on, and yeah, dude, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye.